Dubai's waterfront investments have been some of the most profitable for investors, not only here in this region, but globally. Today, we're going to dive deep into Maritime City. I've actually done a tour of Maritime City. It's one of the first projects I ever sold to my American investors. And today we're going to go into a particular developer that is, well, I'm going to let you hear it straight from them. Come join me, Ghada Gigi Benitez, a certified international property specialist and a licensed realtor, connecting global real estate investors with the best opportunities in Dubai's dynamic real estate market, as we learn why you should be investing here. As a certified international property specialist, which is the only internationally recognized designation by the National Association of Realtors, it's my job to vet the best opportunities for my global real estate investors. And one of the most important decisions to make, aside from the location, is the developer. And so I am honored to have a developer that should be on your mind, because it's beyond what we're going to talk about today. From beyond, Arshi, to come onto our podcast and our YouTube channel to help share with us more about who Beyond is.
Correct.
So Arshi, we shared a little bit right before about what I'm doing that's unique from other real estate agents here. And because I'm really trying to educate and guide global real estate investors, particularly from North America.
Yes.
One of the most important factors is to really help them feel comfortable with the history of the developer.
Correct.
So Beyond itself is newer, but may you please share the history of Beyond, purpose of Beyond, etc.?
Yes, of course. First of all, Gigi, welcome here and all your wonderful viewers to Beyond Sales Gallery.
Thank you.
So the first thing that I want to mention is that, of course, Beyond is new. We have been established in 2024, but we come with a very strong background of an ultra luxury developer. So basically Omniyat, which is the main company, Beyond is under the Omniyat group. Omniyat is basically established in Dubai since 2005, and we've been in the market since then. We have actually created some of the landmarks in Dubai, and
including
some of the famous buildings I can mention is the Opus Tower by Zaha Hadid, and we
Zaha Hadid. That's a huge name.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
So that's Opus. So that's a landmark almost.
It's a landmark
in Dubai.
Yeah.
Okay.
We try to create the landmarks here. So we have our famous Lana that is by Dorchester Collection, and we have the One Palm. Many buildings. One of the most successful commercial buildings projects that you have in Business Bay is by Omniyat, which is very well known. So yeah, we are the talk of the town, I would say.
So with Omniyat, as you mentioned, very well known projects.
Correct.
Ultra luxury developer.
Yeah.
And then now this emerging offshoot of Beyond.
Yes.
Why was Beyond even created then?
Sure. So basically, we have came up with Beyond in order to access a wider range of the clients in the market. Now, Omniyat is always serving the ultra luxury level of the market. We wanted to also come and serve the luxury level of the market. So we came up with Beyond as a developer, and we have launched our first project on September, which was the Saria building, and we sold out. This was really successful. And then something amazing that we tried to create now, the leader of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed, has always taught us to be visionary, and we have tried to actually implement that vision on the community that we are building in Maritime City. So as you can see behind me, this is the project, our second project that we are coming up with. We have already launched these two towers, which is the Orise Towers. And now we need to access a wider range, more quantity sales.
Yes.
And
like you said, accessibility, right? Because there's this misconception, okay, that in the United States, you have to be a millionaire to be able to get your foot into the Dubai real estate market. What was the starting price for your project here?
So basically the starting price we have here starts from 1.92 million dirhams.
Dirhams.
Yes. Now in dollars, 3.65. Just do the conversion.
Yes.
I'm a good sales, not a good good in math.
But I mean, under 500,000 US dollars to be able to to get in to a waterfront. We'll get into the location in a moment, but to be able to get into a waterfront destination by a reputable developer, and why that matters to our investors is, of course, when they're looking to resell or rent it out, which of course that's what investors do, unless you're the end user.
Yeah.
you need to make sure that you're getting into with a developer that has that brand recognition
History.
and history.
Exactly.
And with Omniyat being your mama,
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
right? And the names that you have associated with
Yeah.
it and the landmarks you've created, that gives me,
Yeah.
as a real estate agent, the
Correct.
comfort of saying, okay, let's go all in, educate
Exactly.
ourselves on beyond what they're doing. Okay, now, we talk about location.
Yeah, true.
So I have a video that I'm going to link up that talks about Maritime City.
Yeah.
Actually, Maritime City was the first project I ever sold
Wow.
to a U.S. investor when I first started doing this a little over 2
Good
years
investment
ago.
for whoever
Imagine,
that was. Yeah.
okay? And I've been subsequently selling Maritime City to even my own relatives and family members because when they say to me, waterfront destination,
Yeah.
to me I look at the trio of Maritime City,
Yeah.
that's now going to be walking distance to Port Rashid Gatsa Marina by Amar, which
Exactly.
is known for master
Yeah.
developers, and then connected to Dubai Islands, which
Correct.
is by Nafid,
Exactly.
known for the Palm Jumeirah. So this trio is a great
Investment
interest.
opportunity.
Because,
Yeah.
right, if you look historically, and Knight Frank has done a report about this, about
Yeah.
waterfront,
Correct.
ROI,
Yeah,
right?
It's one of the best because the number of the lands are very, very limited in a waterfront. Today, like 70% of Dubai is basically apartments, but only 7% of that 70% is a waterfront
Really?
community.
Only 7%?
Yes, only 7%. So you always have the demand is always high, supply is always lower than the demand, and there's nothing to threaten you as an investor there. So you always have the market demand for what you're having in hand.
That's a great point because Archie, it even leads me to the point where some people, and we know it's not true, but they
Yeah.
say, oh, there's going to be an oversupply when all these one beds hand over.
Yeah.
It's not, because
It's
if
not,
you look
yeah.
just at the numbers, we hit 3.8 million,
Correct.
and we know the trajectory is to get to 7 million by the year
Exactly.
2040.
Yeah.
And Dubai, when they say they're going to do something,
They're
they do
doing it, yeah.
And we know about the Master 2040 plan and the strategies in place to attract people to come live
Correct.
here. We have the Golden Visa program that's attractive.
Many things.
Right?
Like if I always say when an investor is thinking about buying a property, they have few boxes they need to tick. So when it comes to this location, when it comes to developers, you're like tick, 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 tick,
Exactly.
tick,
It's funny. I just did a reel. And having
Yeah.
said all that, we know that the numbers, there's not enough supply to meet the
Exactly.
demand. There is not going to be an oversupply if you look just at the numbers.
Yeah.
But to even hedge yourself better is you place yourself in an investment that's more unique,
Exactly.
more desirable.
Exactly.
And that would be the waterfront.
Exactly.
Okay,
True.
then we come to Maritime. Why did you choose Maritime City?
So if you look into the land of Maritime City, you see a huge potential, a huge opportunity. Today, if we as a developer, ultra luxury developer, if we would have chosen any other places, like such as Palm Jumeirah,
Okay.
Blue Waters is already occupied, so
Right.
nothing there. Marina side, there is no free land and everything is already appreciated. It's already developed. So one of the things is that this is one of the close proximity and I would say one of the last available lands in the Jumeirah coastline, and which the name Jumeirah itself has a huge effect, of course, on the project itself.
That's known everywhere.
Exactly. So this is one of the fewer lands that has that potential to grow. Now, what we're trying to create is now all these growths that you've seen in all the waterfronts, when it comes to Palm Jumeirah, when it comes to Blue Waters, when it comes to all the Dubai Harbor and the Mar Beachfront and all, you have seen
exactly.
Those investors who entered in the beginning were the real winners in the market, not the person who has basically entered in when they were already handed over or there was no option of a payment plan or everything. You give that capital appreciation to someone else's pocket. Keep it in your own pocket. Please don't let go of it.
I was just on a call on my way over here to film this, and I was with a client, a potential client, from the United States. He's already done his research. He already knows he wants to invest in Dubai. Okay? But what he said to me is, I'm going to wait till I come in July.
Okay. So wait and buy on a higher price, I would say, or give the investors the capital appreciation to someone else.
This is the thing, and they think it's a sales pitch, but listen,
No, it's not a sales pitch.
Look at us. Go to the internet and look up DXB Interact and Property Monitor, and you can track what the numbers are for the increase in price per square foot.
Now, I would like to add something when it comes to, first of all, a waterfront development. A high-end development. Now, of course, we have a philosophy in Omniyat and beyond is that we want to serve the best in class in every class that we address. So whether it's an ultra luxury or a luxury development, we are going to put the best in us. Now, Imagine this. You are an investor. Today you are buying an Orise Tower, which is my first project.
Okay.
I sell out here. I launch the next building.
Okay.
I am going to increase the price by 5 to 15%, depending to the demand of the market, how the market is growing. So again, this is going to be higher than this. I launch my next tower and I'm going to sell out this now. You are an investor that is entering, let's say in July. I don't have anything available here. No one moves so fast in resale in such a short period of time.
Correct.
So whoever is an investor investing in these buildings, they at least wait 1 or 2 years, because that's when you actually grab that good potential number of capital appreciation.
What did you say? And actually, I'll ask you because you're
Yeah.
the expert. You've been doing
Thank
real
you.
estate here since what did you say?
I officially since 2013, but I started since 2008. Yes.
So I love to learn from people that have been here. In fact, my partner also has been doing real estate here for 20 years.
Okay.
So I bring the American mindset and questions,
Yes.
and I'm a licensed realtor in California, but I have to learn from you because you've been here longer.
Thank you.
Is it not true that the sweet spot for capital appreciation is once it's completed right before handover?
Yes, that's 100% true.
Okay.
So when I see many videos evolving in Dubai these
Okay.
days that you buy today, tomorrow, in 6 months is double the price, that's never going to happen.
I would never suggest that. And that's overselling, under
Exactly, exactly.
No.
You need to be realistic. You know, as an investor, I'm sure all your investors, all your viewers are wise enough to know like what's happening in Dubai market. Those are all the sweet talks.
Yes.
But when it comes to reality, you get the maximum capital appreciation that you want once the project is ready. Or even I always tell investors, wait for that status of completion to change from off plan to ready.
There you go.
Then you sell the property.
And it's okay if you're not comfortable sharing this.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable sharing projected capital appreciation on any of these projects?
I always talk about history of Dubai. Like
Okay.
as I told you, I lived here for 35 years. So I always even encourage people to look into numbers, never lie. So always look into the history of Dubai. What has happened in a seafront community? One of the first seafront communities in Dubai was the Marina side, the Palm Jumeirah, and now we are having the Palm Jebel Ali. We have the Blue Waters. We have many seafront. We have the La Mer, MR Beachfront, all these successful developments that have been done on the Jumeirah coastline. So look at the numbers there. What price were they launched at? What price do they stand today? Now, another point, especially when it comes to investors, because they're always scared of this hype of the market. What if the bubble explodes?
Do we reach the peak? Because we know, for example, December was a high peak. And so there was a question, and I did a podcast on this as well. Have we peaked?
See, the risk of a real estate investment in the market is always there, but the risk affects areas that are oversupplied. You know, when it comes to a seafront project, again, demand and supply. That's the most important thing you have today. Today, if you have a unique product in your pocket, you always have a buyer for your product. Now, when it comes to demand and supply, if you look into the history, the timeline, let's say the timelines, the years that the market was lower, or even let's speak about Corona. The investor who bought his property or his land at the time of the launch, I'm talking about the time of the launch now, there are many investors that they go and buy when the market is so high, everything is so expensive, and then if that price comes lower and is like, oh no, I lost my money. That's not going to happen. If you ever buy on the launch of any project, in a seafront project, the price has never became lower than the purchase price.
Please say that one more time.
So in Palm Jumeirah, villas were sold for 4.5 million. Have you ever seen 4.5 million number in the history of Palm Jumeirah since 2005 till today, in 20 years?
My partner was one of the first to sell there. And even when the market crashed worldwide, they slowed down, but it didn't go down because it's that unique waterfront location. So Maritime City, so thank you for explaining that, because these are really great overall points, actually, not even just about beyond, but numbers.
Any seafront. You know what I say? Forget the developer, forget the finishing. Today I tell a client, imagine you're buying a storage in a seafront community. Will that grow or not? Put everything else in your pocket.
Just because.
You know?
Wow.
You know, just a storage space, nothing else.
Just because it's waterfront.
Just because it's waterfront.
And then, like you said, 7%, you said?
7%.
So we're finishing up waterfront here between Maritime and Port Rashid Yasser Marina. Having said that, how does Maritime fit into the Master 2040 plan? Because for me, again, because I'm dealing with a specific type of investor.
Correct.
Everybody in this region already gets it.
Yeah.
They've already jumped on,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Americans, Canadians, they're slowly crawling up that top 10 buyers list. And a lot of it is making them feel comfortable with the safety, the regulations, the
Yes.
DLT, the
Safety,
RERA.
safety.
Huge,
Yeah.
right? And I've
Correct.
actually had Dr. Mahmoud Albari,
Wow.
the senior advisor from the Dubai Land Department, on my podcast talk about the regulations. I've had attorneys on to talk about the safety. So we have addressed that.
You have one of the most successful people here. It's my honor to actually have this interview. Thank you, Dr.
So I addressed that.
Yeah.
Okay. But then when we go into which projects to invest in, I'm very particular about the Master 2040 plan.
Yes.
Because if it's in line and
Correct.
it falls into place with that, and with the Sheikh's vision,
Yeah.
it's almost, I mean, nothing in real estate is guaranteed, but it significantly increases the probability of success if
Yes.
it falls in line with the Master 2040 plan. So may you share how this project by Beyond
Yeah.
in Maritime City pays attention and contributes to the Master 2040 plan?
Okay, so as part of Dubai's 2040 plan, I'm sure you have seen the plan of the Dubai Walk project.
Tell us about it.
So the Dubai Walk project is a new project that is announced by Sheikh Mohammed, I think in November 2024. So as part of this project, a part of the old Dubai, which is Al Ras area, I would say it's being beautified. So they're basically upgrading it, beautifying it. They're putting climate control systems within the walkways. And
So I just saw Abu Dhabi just announced it, but Dubai's already been planning this.
Yes, yes.
So when I'm going on my walk,
Yeah.
it's air conditioned. For me at my age, I really appreciate that. By the way,
that's really fascinating. Another point is the loop that they're coming up with around DIFC and the Future Museum. So they're trying to make Dubai more of health, like people to have more of a healthy lifestyle, walk around, like try to less cars, less traffic. Now, there is a very important part of this project which leads to the trade center roundabout, which they're having like highway bridges connecting certain parts of Dubai together. The infrastructure and the road connectivity that is happening over here and the investment that the government is actually putting, I always say, whatever the government invests in, it's a win-win.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
Exactly.
That's what and whenever I do my research about a developer, I always want to know how does it. Yes, it's a win-win with regards to the infrastructure,
yes,
but also that you play around with that, right?
Correct.
Like you intertwine yourself with that vision to align yourself with that. But yes, the connectivity. What is it called? The Shandaga project?
The Shandaga.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Shandaga bridge is basically that leads to the Infinity Bridge. Is a road that is opening from the Sheikh Rashid Road.
Okay.
It basically reduces the traffic massively because, of course, you guys know that the business hub is on the other side, which is the Deira area. Now, we are not so close to that.
Okay.
But of course, there are people that are using that main road towards the Jumeirah, Al Mina Road, Al Sabah Street to go to their area. What we're trying to do is eliminate the traffic massively. So they come up with bridges that are connecting. I would definitely share the video with you. It might be very interesting for the viewers to see. So the link will be somewhere over here.
We'll do the link somewhere.
So that project itself.
I heard somewhere that it went from, was it an hour and 15 minutes to, let's say, get into, for example, Dubai Islands, to 15 minutes? There was a number?
So from this area, 15 minutes is going to be reduced to 10 minutes, 9 to 10 minutes, to be accessing a DIFC and downtown area.
So DIFC, Dubai International Financial Center, you're talking about, like you said, that's where a lot of the people work here. So now,
work here, but also the Deira area, like that was the part that I wanted to talk about, reducing the traffic. So the bridge that is open, Shandara area, that goes up to Infinity, that is part that most of the people that are going towards that area are already passing this bridge. So no traffic is going to be aligned in this sector. So that is one of the plus points for us. Another thing is the connection, which you mentioned, to DIFC area, that's where it's aligned with the Trade Center project, which is part of the 2040 project. Now, that is going to be completed, the roads I heard is going to be completed in 2026. So it's again before the handover of our project. Yes. So it's it's great whatever is happening in terms of the roads, transportation, the Dubai Metro. We are having the Golden Line here as part of the Dubai Maritime City.
So please explain that. That's the metro.
That's a metro line. Dubai Maritime City is having a metro access.
That's another huge deal.
Yes,
exactly. And that will take them directly into
any part of Dubai. Yeah, because the lines are connected.
What this means for investors is that not only are they going to have the opportunity for long-term rental returns for people that work in DIFC or work in DERA, want to live on the waterfront at these prices, but also short-term rental returns because it's so connected to the main landmarks and the main tourist destinations in Dubai, but yet still secluded, still exclusive.
Exactly.
And so now, if you may, go in a little bit into what you can share about your project.
So whatever I'm giving you information, so basically we are having 10 towers on
10 towers.
So far. We are going to have, so far we're going to have 10 towers along the Bay Area. Now, in this sector, what we have tried to do in this project is to create something unique in Dubai. And that means to come up with something that you don't see in other projects. So we are basically combining the seafront living with nature, landscape and forest living. So on the back of these projects, if you see on the other side, you will see that there's a huge amount of greenery. So the plan is to come with a natural living environment that we dedicate the arts and the lifestyle mostly to the clients and the investors, definitely. Now, on the back side of this project, as you can see, it's going to have connectivity to the front side. So we are connecting the garden to the Bay Area. And as I mentioned, around 30,000 trees are going to be planted within this community. And every single building that you see here, something unique is coming. By the way, just ignore how they look. We are going to reveal them.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so this is not...
These two
This is what they look like.
But the rest we don't know yet.
Yes, we are going to reveal them one by one for every launch that we'll be having, how they're going to look like. Now, as part of this plan that Omniyat Group has basically purchased, this land, 80% is going to be constructed by Beyond. Around 20%, we are going to have Omniyat, which that will be the surprise of the market. We will.
And Omniyat, may we share where in the area the Omniyat is, or we're not allowed to?
We are going to surprise you. We are going to surprise you.
Okay.
It's most probably going to be on the tip, but again.
And please share for someone that's looking at this, this right here we're facing.
This will be the east side. That is the west side. So we have sunset. We have the sunrise. So we have a very huge value on the units that are towards the sunset area in these two towers, because these two towers, if you can see here, there is a breaking point, which you can see it on the map.
Yes.
That these two towers have a partial downtown and the Burj Khalifa view, and of course the Jumeirah coastline. Now, these other towers, because they're passing that breaking point, they're also going to have an ocean view. So again, this is a peninsula. You're having the ocean view from every side. It depends what are you looking for.
And then all of their buildings are front line.
Every one of them are the front line.
So there's nothing separating you and the sea. And then isn't there a promenade that goes all the way right in front?
So if you see this is the promenade area that people can walk away. Now, due to the landscaping that we're having, part of this is going to go to the backside. And again, but all parts of this, like for example, you will see a swimming pool, which is inside the ocean here. On the tip of the island, there is something new and different coming up.
Surprise coming up?
Yeah, the surprises are coming up. Yeah.
Pool in the water.
Let's talk about this part.
Okay,
but let's talk about what you see. Let's keep whatever is not
gorgeous.
Here as a surprise.
Got it. This is gorgeous.
Yes. So it's going to be a swimming pool inside the water. As you can see, there is a zip line. You have a waves pool as well on the corner. Water activities, bringing something different to the community. And now, again, what we want to create here is we want people to experience a different lifestyle, like not like when you come home, you feel like you went on a vacation, like to give them something different, to enjoy on their weekends, to relax at their, the amenities that they have. Because today, amenities play a very huge part in any project.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not like swimming pool and gym anymore. It's
basic.
That's basic now. So when you are talking about something ultra luxury, you need to come up with different things, different amenities, because even today as a tenant, if you think think about the tenant's point of view, they want to pay money for somewhere that is worth living, you know?
And
So,
it's not just about the building
exactly,
you're in, even
exactly.
though, yes, your quality
It
is
is
incredible,
important, yeah.
but it's like you said, that
Exactly.
lifestyle, especially because it is a hard work lifestyle in Dubai. It
Correct.
reminds me a lot of, let's say, New York, for example.
Correct.
So you want to come home to
Everything
the
that
quality
you
of
have.
life initiative,
Exactly.
greenery, the walking,
Exactly.
the nature, the forest,
Exactly.
the water, you know,
True.
potentially a beach, the
Yeah.
pool, and then be able to also walk to
Exactly.
a whole other area that's nearby that's going to be high-end shopping and restaurants and a
course.
destination.
Exactly. So going back to what you mentioned, all below these towers, as you can see, there are F&Bs. So you have food and beverage, you have restaurants, coffee shops. Now the good factor is we are not selling them; we are managing them ourselves to be able to keep the level of the shops that are opening, to be very selective on the businesses that are opening up here. So this is actually
So
plus
shops, restaurants, what about, would there be like mini grocery stores there as
Yes,
well?
definitely. There will
Nail
be like
salon, hair salon, like just
whatever you need, whatever
See,
you
this
need,
is
like
a
laundries,
concept-
pharmacies, everything.
I have to share with you that this is a concept that is quite unique to
Yeah.
Dubai,
Yeah.
right? And I mean, the entire concept of a master community, I actually wanted to do an entire video on it because the concept of a master community where when you come home from work,
Yes.
everything is there.
This is part of the community that we are building is part of like it's all one developer.
It's all one,
basically.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Now in Maritime City, you can actually see there are different developers that have already constructed. They are going to finish at the same timeline. But what we're building as one part of a community is one level of luxury, I would say, one level of lifestyle. Lifestyle. Yeah.
And that's what you're also investing in. Is
Exactly.
it's somebody's lifestyle. So imagine when you invest in this at this early launch prices.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a developer that has the reputation and has Omniyat, that's very well established for ultra luxury.
It's very important.
In an area that's super unique, that's only 7% waterfront, that historically has shown max capital appreciation and rental returns.
Correct.
And then, you know, unique, very rare. And then you go to sell it or rent it out.
Yeah. So one of the things that I would like to add is as part of every community building in Dubai, there are some criteria as part of Dubai Land Department necessity that you need to actually follow. One of those is to have a mall, to have a school, to have a hospital, healthcare facilities. So we are trying to have that, but not inside the community. We are having another plot outside, which is actually next to Anwa Tower here.
Considered a maritime city?
Yes, of course.
So therefore, the Maritime City is a master community.
It is, yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
because
it is.
That's
It is
what
a
I was
master
meaning.
community.
It does
Of course.
have all of those that
Of
would
course,
make it that
everything.
your lifestyle.
Everything. And we are actually having the ownership of those plots to construct these. So we are coming up with all these facilities such as mall, hospitals, schools.
When?
That within the timeline of the construction of the whole facade, you will have
this. Do you have an end date line of
So
time when this is all
I'm going to give you approximately. So how we are doing our launches is that the first project, Saria, we launched it on September. We sold it out by October. And this tower, these two towers, this was launched on 9th of December, exactly, sold out. This was launched on 6th of January. Again, sold out.
While I was here,
yes,
sold
they
out.
have like few good units still
left.
if you're
Yes.
interested. This like these the time is ticking.
Yes.
So yeah. So the next project that we will have is going to be at the proximity timeline. Like this is the first quarter. We might have the second one on the second quarter completion. So the estimation is for the whole facade, as per the experience of all the community buildings in Dubai, is for the whole facade to be done by end of 2029
so we're in
or 2030, let's say.
Okay.
Again, as part of every community building, there might be changes to the development timeline. That we might come up with something more new, something different. So just to have an idea, but we deliver
about
this
5 years.
Yeah, no, not 5 years, less than that. 4 years will be the completion of this one. Yeah, you can say
so.
If you want to see like the whole thing coming up together, I think yes, realistically that will be the timeline.
And I don't know if we'll include this or not, but let me ask you. So if the entire maritime project, as a project, the master development, is going to be 2030, let's just say.
Okay.
But this hands over in 2028. we will still see further capital appreciation significant between
Definitely.
2028 and 2030 even, because
Yes.
there's that sweet spot of right before
Exactly.
handover, but then also when the
Exactly.
project is completely finished as
Exactly.
well. Which is
Definitely.
why you can get in at these prices, because the prices for
Yeah,
Waterfront
basic price.
is so affordable.
Exactly.
But if you wait till next month or the next month,
it's not going to be
it will
the same.
go up.
Yeah. What we're trying to do is, for us as a developer, we're trying to give that capital appreciation within this timeline to you, investor, for it to have a smile on your face, for you to invest more with us, of course. So we have clients that they have purchased in the first tower, in the second tower, in the third tower. They're growing with us, with the community.
Which is important.
Very, very important. Like, of course, they will have a higher portfolio of an investment that they have. And I'll be honest, I'll be very honest, they're the winners of the market
of
on
course,
this.
Whoever got in right away, like when someone asks when is the
Yeah.
best time to invest, I say yesterday.
In the beginning, yeah.
I mean yesterday. Not even,
Now, with all the respect to all the ready buyers in the market, ready buyers and off-plan buyers, they have different ways of thinking, different criteria, you know. So even the people who are buying this project on the ready stage, some are going for a mortgage, let's say. You cannot like get the mortgage at this stage. Longer term rental.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I actually have a podcast that I'll link on this about what are the advantages and disadvantages.
It's about the purpose you have only.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's tailored.
Yeah.
And since I'm really appealing to investors that are looking for max capital appreciation,
that's the off-plan.
This
definitely.
is the off-plan project.
Always.
That leads me to my next question. What is your payment plan?
So what are we offering is something that is a breaking record, I would say, in the market. We are offering a 50-50 payment plan, which you don't see on any seafront community in Dubai. The booking amount is 50K for all our projects, just to give a small tip to investors that are outside of Dubai. Dubai has made it very easy for you guys to buy properties without being here. So don't think that, oh, if I'm not here, we have very, very digitized everything. It's DocuSign.
Most of my investors are all online.
Yeah, so do not be afraid of that. You have a guarantee with us that, first of all, you're paying to the escrow account to the Dubai Land Department. So that is a big, significant safety for an investor, number one. Number two is everything is very simply done through online, through emails. So there's nothing for you to worry about. When you buy from a developer, we do the registration on your behalf. We send you the documents without being here. You only need to come here in case you want to apply for a
golden visa. Exactly.
Everything
or to
related.
come enjoy it if it's a second.
Yes.
Like I'm going to give you a quick example.
Yeah.
I sold another project in Maritime City before you guys launched.
Okay.
So don't get mad.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, and it was to a couple of savvy real estate investors that wanted to build their portfolio globally.
Yeah.
So they're invested in different cities, top cities around the world.
Okay.
Their initial choice or their initial strategy was to purchase a Maritime City so that before handover, right before, they flip it for capital appreciation. Okay. Or maybe they keep it for short-term Airbnb. But they had other projects, properties that they had invested in globally that they were enjoying themselves as they traveled.
Yeah.
They came to Dubai a month ago for the first time.
Okay.
And I got to walk them right out on the boardwalk in Maritime City and show them the plot where they purchased, show them the views, discuss with them the overall Maritime City project.
Yeah.
They changed their strategy. They're keeping it as a vacation home.
Yeah.
Airbnb, because Airbnb short-term rental in Dubai is made for success, unlike many top cities around the world that are becoming more difficult, more strict, and not wanting you to short-term rental. And they're going to enjoy it because they themselves, they're like, this is the epitome of lifestyle and luxury.
Which I'm looking for.
Right?
Exactly.
So your payment plan, that is an extremely attractive payment plan.
Exactly.
3 years.
So it's a 50-50, back to the payment plan. You pay 10% down payment plus the 4% DLD for now. And then, because the next project might have a different payment plan. After 1 month, you pay another 10%.
Okay.
And then June, December, every 6 months, you pay only 5%, which is less than 1% monthly. So if you do the calculations, you put the numbers, it's really easy. Like for an investor who has an amount of 2 million dirhams today that they want to put into a project, a successful investment in Dubai, they only need to have 1 million within 3 years to actually make it happen. Get the capital appreciation, even if you're not certain you want to keep the property, because there is no failure to this project. Once it's ready, flip it if you don't like it. Move to something else. Or I had investors just like you. They came here and said, I might just keep it. I might not even
it's
sell
hard
it.
to get that much
That's
better
why
than this, right?
I always tell investors, do not involve your emotions when, like, this is very emotional, of
Yes,
course.
it is.
But again, do not
Yes.
involve your emotions when it comes to investment. Purely look into numbers, purely look into the outcomes within the timeline of the Dubai real estate, and then make your decision. And of course, this is a very successful decision, and it's proven. It has a track.
Proven.
Yeah, it's proven. You know, sometimes you're like, oh, okay, there are some areas in Dubai that we have lived here for a long term, or we have experienced the market. We know that, okay, a certain area is going to have a very good future. It will be very successful. Now, we cannot prove it because it's still going on. We know it because we live here. But when it comes to seafront, you have a lot of seafront projects. It's very limited. You can relate to each and every one of them.
Globally.
Global, yeah,
and then
exactly.
in Dubai, even more so because of how limited it is. But you're right, like Nate, as I mentioned, Knight Frank did an entire report and study on it, that we know two things, branded residences, but then seafront, right?
Correct, yeah.
Seafront globally garners more, but then even more so in Dubai because of, like you said, basic supply and demand.
Exactly.
So beyond this, what else does Beyond have in store in Dubai?
Coming soon.
Okay, so you're not going to share with me right now.
I'll tell you something. What we try to always do is surprise the market with something really luxury, something very unique. Even what we have presented now to the community and to the market, it's exactly like our vision. We are going beyond the expectations of the market. So we are really trying to create something really luxury, at the same time affordable, easy payment plan to have, again, access to a wider range of a client globally even. So now the history, the luxuriness and the state of art that we have created so far is a statement of our quality and our excellence, I would say. And then we are taking the same path of Omniyat with Beyond, and we want to reach to that stage. Do not look at the establishment as 2024. No, we come with a very good history of an ultra luxury developer. We are not new into the real estate market. We might be new as Beyond, but again, the history is there. And yeah, we are trying to actually create something beyond the ordinary. So I really look forward to having this vision, which I'm definitely sure it's going to even look better than what the mock-up is, into life. And you will be surprised what we will see in the next 3 years over this location. Let's have another
I think
video
we are
at
going
that time.
I mean, it seems like we're going to be talking a lot as you are able to provide me with more and more information about projects. And thank you for taking the time.
Welcome. My pleasure.
Because right now you just shared so much information.
I have so much more to give.
Look,
so short of a time.
Is there anything else that you feel like we have not captured right now that's important for a global investor to understand about this project?
As a suggestion, I would only say, see, the basics of any real estate investment is location. When you want to compare, because I've been going through this with a lot of clients, a lot of agents also in the market, when it comes to comparing today in Dubai, you have, this is like a general talk. Okay. Today in Dubai, you have so many projects into the market. Everyone is talking about Dubai real estate, this project, this investment opportunity. The number one key point to any successful investment is the location, which we have the best of it in Maritime City. And then it comes quality. You are dealing with the top ultra luxury developer in Dubai. And then it comes the payment plan, tick. Prices, tick. You have everything. You have everything in a box. So when you are looking into any project, I highly recommend clients to put Beyond next to that as well, because seafront communities are unbeatable in the market, regardless of the developer. Now, when the good name enters, again, you have another plus point. So yes, we are coming up with something unique, and I'll be here if you guys need any more information. Of course, I'll be very happy to have a part 2 and part 3 of this. But yeah, location never lies.
Thank you so much. I love all of the information that you gave.
Thank you.
It's just music to my ears.
Thank you,
And hopefully it's dollars to yours. So with that, I hope you liked this episode of the Dubai Connect podcast. Please make sure to like, Subscribe, follow, and stay tuned for the next episode.